Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. It is Thursday. I'm a little bit later with my live than I have been because my schedule is changing. Well, it has changed this week, so. Uh, but I wanted to come on here to talk about because I was talking with a friend of mine, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, hey, you know what? I've actually done. This is so weird. I'm holding the phone like this. Hey, Dawn. Um, I'm still not used to all this. I'm still waiting for my Jeep to come in. We ordered it 4 weeks ago today, so they say anywhere from like 4 to 12 weeks the Jeep could come in. So of course I'm annoying the heck out of Greg. But anyway, I'm coming on here to talk about 3 diets in one. So I was thinking about it, and when I was doing my keto diet, really I was doing 3 types of diets. I was doing keto diet, I was doing an elimination diet, and yay, Jeep, beep, beep. And I was doing intermittent fasting. So let me explain to you how all of that comes into play. So let's start with the keto part of it. So keto diet, which means higher fat, lower carb, really low carb. But pretty much everything that you eat has carbs in it. So you want to try to be selective of the things that you choose. I know a lot of people do keto and they get these like keto bars, and they do keto coffee and keto drinks and keto meals. I kept everything like really simple, but I had to because of my goals. So then that moves into the elimination diet, where basically this lighting is really getting on my nerves. Okay. That's still really bad. Okay. Anyway, so the elimination diet was, I was only allowed to have certain types of foods. So for example, my meats were egg whites, not full eggs, egg whites, ground turkey, ground chicken. I didn't really care so much about the fat content in that. Regular chicken, and when I cooked in water and spices. Honestly, that's it. No chicken broth, no. So really, here's what I was allowed to do. I could have spices. So spices, I just made sure like it didn't have like sugar and stuff. I tried to keep an eye on what I had. Really, I stuck with Mrs. Dash, and then a few other like little things, but really Mrs. Dash, table blend especially. I cooked in water because that's what I was allowed to drink. Water, cooked in water. No butter. I didn't cook in oil. I didn't have to worry about carbs, so the only thing I really had to worry about was what type of meats I was allowed to have, and then how I was going to cook in it, and then also, no, I didn't use coconut oil. Nope. And the carbs wasn't an issue, and then it was my fats. So for fats, I used olive oil. Once everything was made, I would drizzle olive oil on top based on how much I was supposed to have, and you don't cook with it. So it's like I heat up my food, then I put it on top, and no more heating the food. Peanut butter is something else I had. Olive oil, peanut butter, and avocado, but then we cut avocado out after a little bit, and then I had no more avocado. So it was very like basic, and that's pretty much my whole diet, which was actually kind of cool. Oh, and then greens. So I could only have green veggies, and then what I did is I tried what worked best for me. For me, I was able to eat like raw cabbage. So I would cut up the cabbage raw. I wouldn't cook it or anything. I would just have that, and then I would drizzle some like lemon juice or lime juice. I was allowed to have that. I would drizzle that on top, and then I would stick it in the microwave, and then the like natural water from the cabbage would kind of come out, and it would soften the cabbage. So then when I would eat it, it was like just simple. And then for condiments, I used hot sauce. I really love Frank's hot sauce. That was like my jam. Oh, and I would have tuna too occasionally, and salmon. But most things were grilled or either baked. That way there's like no question. The ground turkey I would cook on the stove, but I would just, you know, add some water to it and then spices. And so cabbage was one of my things, asparagus, spinach, oh, what is that called? The artisan lettuce, I would have that. I did add some pickles in during my second prep, but I didn't do any of my first prep at all. No artificial sweeteners, no gum really. Like if I had gum, I had like maybe one piece a week. And then really I would like chew on it for like 5 minutes and then I'm like, okay, I'm over it, and I would get rid of it. I wouldn't flavor my water with anything. So yeah, it was very plain and very whatever. And then also with the intermittent fasting, so what I was doing is I was basically finishing my last meal around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then I wasn't eating again until like 16 plus hours the next day. Plus I was working out a lot and all that kind of stuff. So I was really doing 3 diets in one. I was doing keto, I was doing the elimination diet by basically cutting everything out, only having a set like 6 or 7 items that I would eat, cooking in basically nothing, and no onions, no peppers, nothing like that. When I say greens, I don't mean green peppers. And I think that pretty much covers it. And then the intermittent fasting I did. I did intermittent fasting without realizing that I was doing intermittent fasting. And then I was like, later, I'm like, you know what? I was doing intermittent fasting too. So I was really doing 3 things. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense. I hope that answers a few questions. If you have any other questions, y'all know how to reach out to me. Some of y'all got my phone number, text me. What were my food hours? So I would finish eating about 4, like I didn't eat past 4 o'clock. I would leave work around 5 o'clock. I would take a pre-workout. I would go to the gym, do my workout, and then go home. And then I was so tired I fell asleep. And then the next morning I had to get up to do fasted cardio, and then I would have to get to work. And then I would eat about 8:30, 9 o'clock until I felt like I couldn't go no more. I didn't even realize I was doing it. It's just everything was like so busy. I'm like, I just don't have time for all this. And then I realized like, oh, well, I kind of stopped eating like by 4 o'clock, and then I didn't eat again until about 8:30, 9 o'clock the next morning. And that's just the way it went. So yeah, but you guys know how it makes sense. Good. You guys know how to contact me. I'm pretty much like everywhere, and I try to be as open and available as I can be. Right now I'm going crazy because I am working out like hardcore, also trying to upload videos. I'm editing. I have a bunch of things coming up. I do have a video that's going to be coming up later today called Why Does Ground Turkey Smell So Bad? Because apparently I did a video like this years ago and everybody watches it wanting to find the answer, and really it was just a question. I was just being like silly, but apparently people really have that question. So I'm going to upload that later. And I think that's pretty much it. I gotta get this work day going. I tried to drive, oh, ouch. I tried to drive into work. My hand is killing me. I think part of it is shuffling tarot cards, and then the other half is like me letting my hands cramp up. Greg says I'm getting old. That's his answer. So anyway, 3 diets in one. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Let me know. I will try to answer everything that I can, and see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. He is older. All right, bye guys.